like what we know is we gonna figure out how to buy chicken, or we gonna figure out how to buy whatever it is that we want. Jordans, the things that Gucci bags and Louis bags, even if they fake, like just to keep up with a certain persona. But if you're paying $100 grocery bill, that's what I don't know, $20 every 2 weeks. I think that we can come up with the money for that, right? Because we can come up with the money, and this is not me being like condescending or anything like that. I just know that we come up with money for everything else. We have over $1 trillion at this point of spending, right? I think we made two trillion at this point. Like, I know we have spending, we have consumer power. And so I just think that sometimes we can be, if we're being honest, a little undisciplined in the way that we, or in the things that we prioritize maybe aren't as important, and so it falls back on us in a way that is unfortunate. And it's not just us. I'm just talking to us today, because
Yes,
I don't want to wag my finger at us, because
right. But this seems to be an American thing. I don't. We all know that this is focused on America, and many of us here has traveled the world and lived in other parts of the world. So I don't see that type of thing in other countries. So Aisha, how can we learn from countries or communities where buy now and pay now hasn't even become a common practice?
Yeah, it's so crazy. But I love what Tara was talking about, how, you know, it's not about wagging our fingers to anyone. It's not, because when we come here together is to learn and say, okay, what can I do different going forward? Because this is an issue. It's not about us picking on anyone, because whatever the stereotype is, sometimes there's a truth behind it. But we want to eradicate that stereotype, because we know there's something that has to be happening behind the scene for that to come into light now that is happening, right? So in other countries, like for my country, those things are natural human needs. It's not so unique to America. It's just that because America is an idea country, so everybody brings their culture and try to find a way to make money here. Everybody, it's a capitalist country. You bring your ideas. How am I going to capitalize on this idea? Buy now and paying later happens in my country, right? So, like, my mom had a restaurant. Some people don't have money. They want to pay her maybe when they get paid, and that's fine. But what happens is they don't go beyond that. If they only today, maybe they can't afford it today, they'll buy something and then they pay her later, but they don't buy again tomorrow, next month, and keep adding to it. Because that's the problem, is that we overuse it. Then now we can't pay because the bill is too much. And guess what? Even in my life experience, when that happens to a client that I am aware of in my family back home, you know that that person carries themselves in a different way, that they couldn't pay, right? And guess what? My mom cannot give them more later, because she understands that if she gives them more, it will only bring more shame to them, because then now they can speak more confidently. They shy behind because they know that they owe her money, right? It's just
Mhm.
natural, because they're not giving her anything back for what they are taking. So we do have it, but we have to just be disciplined. Like, like we're talking about, you have to be disciplined. Is it really for the food, or are you putting away some things for something else?